This is Ziggy Berkeley, and you are listening to yet another awesome podcast on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. And hey, when you're done here, if you like James Bond 007, why not check out my podcast, Her Majesty's Secret Podcast, with new episodes dropping every other Monday on The Fern. And if you're really into James Bond, you can enter the Dial-A-Henchman contest. Want to know more? Go to hermajestyspod.com/contest, and you could win something from the James Bond 007 universe. Meanwhile, enjoy the show.
Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
I'm fucking good to go, man.
Oh, good. Kevin's good to go, everyone. And he's not apologizing.
I won't ever apologize. Are we recording?
Yep.
Oh, this is so exciting. Hey, everybody. Welcome back again. What number is this, 36?
36.
Every week I ask, like, I have no idea what we did. Thank you guys for listening. And the Facebook page is back up again and doing things, which was out of commission for the past 2 months. So check that out. Like the Facebook page, facebook.com/appinpod, or just search Appropriately Inappropriate, whatever. I got a message sent from me, so we can't say last names on this, but Daniel sent a message. You're the shit. He's in Australia. He listens to the show, and that's pretty awesome.
Wait, he sent us a message?
He sent me.
Oh, darn.
Not
Okay,
you. Who talks to you?
Only you once a week.
That's true.
Just once. Not a lot of people talk to me. Apparently, I'm unapproachable.
Yeah, well,
I've been told.
It happens.
I have a at-rest bitchy face or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for like 10 minutes. I'm bored out of my fucking mind.
So the voice that you guys are hearing is our special guest for the week. He's a super fucking funny comedian. He was on the showcase with me a couple Sundays ago at Stand Up Scottsdale and literally murdered the entire club. He's actually going to probably jail for a while because he murdered so many people. Everybody, give a warm welcome to Justin Tietjen?
Yeah. Low voice. Yeah.
Did I pronounce it right? Tietjen?
Yeah, Tietjen.
Awesome. Yeah, so the dude was super, super funny. Nancy was in the audience that night, and even she said, like, we got to get this kid on the show to talk to him and let everybody know who this kid is. So you're 26?
Yeah.
That's why I'm calling you a kid. We're in our 30s,
yeah.
man.
We're just
it's
jealous.
all downhill from here. My metabolism was dope when I was your age.
Things were great at 26, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Now it's all right.
I gotta watch what I eat, and I just watch it go in my mouth and fill out my body. It's fucking disgusting.
You get to watch younger people eat.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You guys, looks like a great
Look
time.
at that asshole. Just eating whatever he wants. Doesn't have to exercise.
I hate you,
Yeah.
whoever you are.
So thank you for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
No problem, I guess.
Yeah, I had to I had to cancel a few things.
Yeah, no, busy schedule, man.
Some stuff
It
around.
is damn near impossible to get comedians in here on a schedule. It's just everybody's got their own shit going on, and so it's hard. Like, yeah, I'll do your podcast, and then when you obviously get something better to do,
Right. His tour bus is parked outside the studio right now.
it's like, shit, I got a show tonight. Yeah.
Thanks for showing
Yeah.
up. That was awesome.
But it's exactly like, it's like, dude, I was planning on doing it. I got the show to do. So it's like, please, nobody hire this guy for the night so we can get him on the show.
Maybe we should start paying our guests right after Justin. Then we'll pay the next. We'll pay the
that's a
next
good
guest.
And handsomely, too. We'll start paying him tons of money. But no, Justin, thanks for coming for free.
Yeah.
Another shout out. I have to give a shout out to my friend Mike, who set it all up today. I went golfing all day. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
God, dude.
Kevin
look awesome.
pulls up to the studio, and I was ready for basketball shorts because you have to always be ready for basketball shorts when Kevin's around. He's in like a collared shirt, some balloon pants, like Gatsby
Knickers.
style.
And knee-high socks.
Black
When was the last
knee-high
time you wore
socks,
All the time,
and
dude.
I didn't even look at your shoes. Do you even have shoes on?
Well,
Do
I'm
you
just
have
wearing
shoes?
tennis shoes. I had golf shoes on.
Like a cleat?
They're not golf shoes, they're tennis
No,
shoes.
I had golf shoes, and then this is just
Like
the
a
stuff I
driving
throw on.
shoe for the cart
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
cleat?
you gotta be able to drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just threw on tennis shoes when I took the golf cleats off.
And no hat. Do you have a hat?
I wore one today, but
So-
I took it off for in here.
The whole thing it's amazing. Everybody really should see this outfit. I'd
The
like to
only
see it all
time I
put
get dressed
together.
up is for golf. That's
Yeah.
Last time I wore knee-high socks was in 5th grade.
it. Dude,
Did you
then
lose a bet?
take
Were
me
you in a
back
play?
to 5th grade.
I was like, hey, it's cold outside, but I like wearing shorts. So I wear shorts and knee-high
Dude,
socks.
I'm right
And I look
with you.
really cool.
Okay.
And everybody probably thought I looked stupid. as
No,
fuck.
not me. I love it. I still wear shit. I wear it all the time. Oh, God damn.
We're all well. Justin, you're from
From Tucson.
Tucson, so it's hot there. It's awful.
My
So-
least favorite city in the world.
Yeah, mine too. That's like one of
horrible.
my favorite things about the set you did. I was just like, this guy, he nailed it.
Oh, well,
Tucson sucks so bad.
you go there and you're in a good mood, then you get there and you're like, this place sucks. And you get so angry, you just want to turn around and leave.
Yeah, dude,
There is
it's
literally
awesome.
nothing for an adult to do there.
It's dirty.
Or a kid.
It's
Drink.
horrible.
Right.
You can drink
I can
anywhere.
drink here though. My mom's like, there's a great spa. There's great spas here, and I don't go to the spa. So
I used to love
Tucson.
bars.
Have you?
And then I turned 18. And I was like, dude, this fake ID sucks now. I don't even want it.
Yeah.
I want to drink at home.
Yep. Not a people person.
Did you ever go to Sabino Canyon?
Is
Down
that-
there in Tucson?
I don't know what that is.
No, I've heard good things about the caves down there, the caverns or whatever.
You know, whether I went down there with my uncle.
Oh, is this a bar you're talking about?
No, it's a canyon
Okay.
that you hike. Anyway, I
Oh,
went
yeah,
there with my
hiking.
uncle and his niece. And he was like, all right, if you have any questions, ask Justin, because I know every name of, like, plants and stuff. No, I don't.
You're an arborist.
No, I don't. But, like, it's so... I hate people that get fascinated by, like, creeks and caverns and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I-
they're like, oh, it's so cool. Look at that, like, hill over there. And you're like, it looks like a regular fucking hill. What's so cool about it, you know? Like, basically, if you've seen the Grand Canyon or a mountain, you've seen every
Yeah.
canyon out there.
Have you seen the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's a big hole in the ground.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was a little
It's pretty.
kid.
It's kind of a big deal. So I have an uncle who's a botanist, and he's like a doctor in rocks, peat
Oh,
moss,
yeah,
lichen
yeah.
and peat moss. So when I was a kid, he'd just tell me, show me rocks. Let's go for a walk. And we look at these rocks, and I know so much about the mold that grows on top of
Let's
rocks.
go for a walk. And
He
look at
wasn't that
these
kind of
rocks.
uncle.
No.
He's a nice uncle. But that was
Are you
he was
sure?
a botanist. He worked
Let's
for the
look at
botanical
these.
gardens.
Let's go on a walk and
Yeah.
look at this rock hard cock. Like,
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with your uncle?
Well,
Isn't it creepy?
he's
Just
not-
the
he's not
word
that kind of
is
uncle.
creepy.
right.
It kind of is.
When you say it, it's creepy. I'm just kidding. Say uncle.
I did, and he was like, "Say it again. Say it again." Like, oh my god, all of my nightmares.
Kevin carries a rape whistle, just in case.
I don't. Every woman I meet does.
It's not a mating call.
Word gets around.
It means no. It means
Yeah.
stop.
What is that I hear? The sound of success.
So, Justin, how'd you get into comedy?
I don't know. I just like forced myself. Like I think my funny side is how it came. My funny side is when I was a kid, we didn't have cable, so I watched Trends a lot, and so I think my funny side comes from Chandler.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Friends.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
my
Friends.
favorite show.
Yeah, that's all his
I love
jokes,
that
yeah.
show.
That's my favorite.
Which friend are
sitcom
you
ever.
guys?
Chandler. Every comedian's
Well,
a Chandler.
I think I'm like, I don't know. I hate saying this about myself because it's kind of like biased because that's the character I want to be. It doesn't mean I am that character.
Rachel.
I just. But I would say I'm Chandler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every comic is Chandler. That's because he's the funny guy on purpose. He's the funny guy.
You don't think you're a Ross at all?
No, not all. My mom called me Chandler when the show was on. She's like, "You're just like Chandler."
Well, it's back on again.
It's always on.
No, my kids are watching. It's on Nickelodeon now. That and Full
Oh,
House.
it's on-
It's
Yeah.
like-
It's on Nickelodeon and PBS.
Yeah,
TV.
no.
TBS,
Yeah.
it's on everything.
so we're watching it all over again, and I like the show. It's funny.
Oh,
It
it's
was
so
awesome.
funny.
I liked it back then. I like it now. My kids like it now. It's good.
Yeah, the writing on it is like it's incredible. You think I'm Ross?
You sound just like him.
Fuck you. Because he's been divorced. Is that why?
You
And he's got
are
a
Ross.
son? No, I'm
You
not
are
Ross at all. He's Jewish, divorced with a son.
You're
You know
Ross.
who I loved? I loved Mr. Heckles.
Was he the one that
No,
the
he-
neighbor?
yeah. The dude who lived upstairs from Monica.
He would always be like, "You're just like, they were loud in one episode, and he'd come to the door, and they'd be like, "All right, Mr. Heckles, what are we doing?" And he's like, "You're too loud. You're disturbing my oboe practice." Or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You don't own an oboe," and he goes,
I could.
"I can own an oboe."
Yeah. I could own it.
In like a Stephen Wright voice.
Yeah.
Just very mellow.
Good Friends. Okay, I've heard that from a couple people who
No,
are,
Friends is dope.
like comedy. So
Okay, so you've been doing stand up for how long?
All right, so I used to live in Vegas.
Go on.
But
Mm-hmm.
I would only do comedy when I'd go back to Tucson, and I'd do it there at Laughs.
Okay. Yeah, Laughs is the one comedy
I was going to
club
say,
in
so
Tucson.
it's the one
But-
stand-up
yeah,
place.
Small little club.
I did it maybe 4 times in 6 months, so I don't count that.
All right.
I only count it when I came here, and I continually did it at Stand Up Scottsdale.
Okay. And which
that
was when?
In like July.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, you're so brand new and still really good at it.
Yeah, you are good. I liked your midget
Thank
stuff
you.
too. I want to wait. Okay, we'll stop there
Why?
because
All right.
before we talk about midgets. By the way, my kids wanted to know. There's a show on about little people or something, and they were
A little couple. or
yeah, they
something.
saw it recently, and they were just like, "What? Wait, I don't get it." They were like, just enamored by there's people, but they're small, like our size. They thought it was so cool, like they wanted one. They didn't get it.
They wanted
I was
one,
trying to
and
explain
then,
it.
like a toy?
Yeah, I was trying to explain it.
I want one.
And they were just like, "Wait a minute, that's
This is
so
like a
cool."
bit, dude.
I want
I
that
don't know.
doll.
Yes,
Cool little robot.
right. So
So
I
now
always
you have to
think-
find one for Christmas?
right.
Poke holes in the box so it'll breathe for a week and a half?
Right. I need to find a store or some kind of maybe Craigslist. I'm not sure.
I had a bit about that, because I do a segment about how there aren't jobs for midgets. And I go, a job would be being that dumb baby that students use in high school, for like home ec.
Yeah.
And like midgets can like do that.
Even better, act like a shitty kid.
Yeah.
That'll
wanna
scare you straight.
You want to stop girls getting pregnant at 16?
Give him a 7-year-old.
Give them a 30-year-old midget when they're 15, and they'll never want to do anything. I don't want a kid. I don't want a fucking adult that's like this either. No way. I'm out.
They never move out.
We're never having sex again. Just only anal.
So, just only anal. Okay, just had to get that. Hey, just thought I'd try.
I said that on Facebook once. I go, practice safe sex, fuck in the butt. And this guy that I went to college with, he's like, you're sick. You need help.
He's
Nah,
just
dude.
jealous.
Nah,
No,
get used
he's
to that,
probably-
bro.
He's totally jealous.
He's probably trying to be funny somehow. I don't know.
Fuck them. You'll
Yeah,
get to
in
the
the butt.
status of me where all you do is post jokes on there, and then your friends just start defriending and blocking you every day.
Dropping like flies.
Yeah,
My,
it's incredible.
My
It's the greatest feeling in the world.
Refriend all of them just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Just to make them
Hey, I saw that you
really uncomfortable.
I saw you unfriended me. Which joke was it that took you over the edge?
And then like keep refriending them. When they say no, just like keep doing it.
Not
Make
forever.
it really awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have to accept the request.
Take it off just to redo it.
Yeah. I'll just create new accounts
Yeah.
over and over again.
Kevin might be the laziest person I know, but he will go out of his way, give it 100% to make people feel uncomfortable.
That's right.
And I admire that about you.
Oh, man. All right.
It is your best quality.
Oh wait, so yeah, so I basically just forced myself to go on stage after that. I was like in Tucson when I went to Laughs. I called my one friend and was like, "Hey, come meet me at Laughs." And she didn't know what I was doing because when she got there, she was like, "What are we doing here?" And I was like, "I'm gonna go up." And so that was...
Did you have a set put together?
Yeah, kind of. It was pretty
Are you
shitty,
embarrassed by it?
No.
Everyone is from their first stuff they did.
Kind of. Not. It was like making fun of stupid inventions.
That's all right,
What's
dude.
a stupid
Like-
invention?
A stupid invention.
Nancy
They have
being
this
born?
thing called they have this thing called the P-mate. I don't know if you heard
Oh,
it.
I've seen.
Or
I
the
know.
FUBA. It's called, or the FUD, female urinary device. And so it's what they do is it's like a funnel, and it cups,
I've seen those.
It cups between your legs.
Yeah.
And so it's where women can pee standing up. And so I say they have a rubber one, a reusable one, and a cardboard one that you can use it and then throw it out.
Okay.
And I understand using that one, but if you use if my friend was like, hey, if I was a female and she was like, hey, you can use this, to me that's like my guy friend saying, hey, you want to have sex with this girl? I have a leftover condom that I washed out. You can use that. To me, that's kind of the same thing.
You know what I do with my friend handing me a used condom? I flip it inside out, and then she get pregnant from him. Fucking dickhead.
I like that.
You have a friend in mind, don't you?
Yeah, 8 of them. One of them's got herpes, so fuck that bitch.
Herpes is a bad invention too, by the way.
Terrible.
I'm just saying.
So how long, Justin, from when you wanted to do stand-up to when you actually got on stage and gave it a shot? How long was that time in between?
A year, I think.
Yeah? Did you go to clubs and just kind of hang out and see what it was all about? Or you
No.
Just
just-
went for it.
I had no social life in Vegas. Like, I just...
Who has no social life in Vegas, dude? Step outside.
Vegas.
There's social
Yeah.
going on.
I couldn't get my courage built up to go to clubs in Vegas. Like
Yeah.
comedy
Oh
clubs
yeah,
in
they're
Vegas.
big there.
Yeah. So,
All right, so you went from Tucson to Vegas to here, Phoenix? All right.
Probably a good place to land after going to those two places.
well, I have muscular dystrophy, and that gives me overall body weakness. And I was in,
I should get tested.
I have a base.
Because you can't hold your shit.
I was
I'm
in a
just so lazy.
baseball league for people with disabilities,
Oh, shit.
and I met my best friend there, and he's mentally retarded. And so I got so close to him, I started doing respite care for him, which is like you drive him places, you kind of take care of him. But he could do everything, he just couldn't drive. He was
I
very,
wish I had that.
he was like
I
all,
hate driving.
he was all muscle, pure muscle. So
Yeah,
it's kinda
dude.
Like, it's kind of like I was the brains and he was,
The brawn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
But-
good,
but anyways-
good combination.
I got so close with the family that the mom, she got a job in Vegas. And they were like, you should come with us and help our son transition from Tucson to Vegas. So I went with them. Stayed there for a year, and I missed my family. So I came down here.
They live in Phoenix?
Yeah, I live with my grandpa.
Oh, cool, dude.
Yeah.
Cool. So how long were you in Vegas for?
1 year.
Oh, damn, dude, that's a long time to
I
live
wouldn't
there.
survive.
How far off of the strip were you?
Make it a weekend.
Henderson. So that's like half an hour.
Oh, okay. That's safe. That's a
Yeah.
safe distance.
Yeah.
I couldn't do a
I have
weekend.
a
That's
couple
about
friends
it.
that live in Vegas, and they're nowhere near the strip. And every time I come out there, I'm like, hey, I'm staying at blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, go fuck yourself. You're going to have
Yeah.
to find a ride out to here because we're not going there.
Yeah.
The strip is awful.
I went to the strip maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
The best thing about the strip was looking at the view. And when I mean the view is girls in like bikinis, tight skin, and all that stuff. Because everyone dresses like they're hot, you know?
Yeah, even me.
But that's also a bad thing about Vegas. Like even the uggos and the fats, they just like, hey, look at my big roll right here sticking out.
You're in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Oh, I was in Vegas. That role is totally acceptable.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Go fuck yourself. We've got too much social media that what happens in Vegas, it gets
there
around
forever.
somehow, one way or another.
Yeah.
You want to know something that I've always thought about?
Always.
So when me and my friend we were on the strip, and you know how those guys they have those
The papers.
yeah those
The cards.
the cards for like girls that'll go to
Yeah, I
and stuff.
know.
Like someone approached me and a girl approached me and she was like, I'll suck your dick for I don't know like $30.
Shit, do you still have that card?
I said no, and she left. I was with my friend at the time. I go a couple of feet, and I turn around and I look at my friend.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone with it.
He's counting 1, 2, 3, 30. I got it.
No.
I got 30.
No, and I was
God, $30.
and I was thinking, damn, I should have asked my friend if he wanted to get his dick sucked.
Yeah.
Because he's mentally retarded. He probably never gets that opportunity.
Yeah, he probably thinks that's a good price.
Yeah.
Does that include tip?
Well, I mean,
$30 is a good
Do you have to
price.
tip that?
I would have paid for it.
I don't know.
Just
I asked
to
you guys like you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
have him go through that experience.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I would assume
I-
you have to. But I don't know. I have
I'll pay
friends.
for it, so I don't
have
have to
friends
go
that
through
have
that
been with hookers,
experience.
like a lot of them. And you don't really get past that point. Like, I slept with a hooker, and it's like, all right, I don't think we should be friends anymore. But so you don't get much more of the information than that. So I don't know if you tip. I mean, I guess they just rob you if you don't. So might as well. Really, Nancy?
Sorry.
You had to crush the bottle. Oh my god!
I had to.
Yeah, that was Nancy moving around in her wet diaper. If anybody heard that.
When I was in Phoenix, my cousin actually forced me to perform. Because they live in Washington, and they came down
State?
to Yeah.
Seattle,
No.
That's not Washington.
Washington,
Washington State, Seattle, was in Washington.
Virginia. area.
D.C.
Yeah.
Oh, DC. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Whatever. They came down
You're
from my-
right, but I knew what he was talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
They came down for my grandpa's 85th, and they were like, we want to see you perform. So that kind of forced me to get back into it. Because when I did it in Tucson, I did it here and there.
Yeah.
And so when I came down here, I had no plans of doing it. Well, I had plans, but very little plans.
Okay.
But then when they came down, they were like, I want to see you perform. So that kind of forced me to get back into it, because I don't want to disappoint my relatives. You know?
Oh, that's all I
Yeah. You get to my age, it's like, yeah.
I
whatever.
disappoint
I'm not
other
even
people's
sorry
relatives. It's
anymore.
awful.
He does. My mother's disappointed in
Yeah.
Kevin.
I think I disappointed my relatives, my aunts, when I was a kid. Because my parents, they were really loose. They would let me and my sister cuss. And my aunts were like, don't cuss, be a good kid and all this stuff. One time I said, last one to whatever is the rotten butt. And she got a little mad at that.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And so,
My dad would be like, hey, last one to bed gets raped. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Dad? Oh, your uncle's here spending the night. What? We're not
You guys
that
are gonna
kind
go
of
on a
family. Nah, yeah, we ran a different household.
yeah, I said, fuck one time or something. And one of my aunts to my mom was like, did you just hear what he said? And my mom was like, what? I'm not going to leave him to the streets to learn those languages.
Yeah, right?
So
I do that with my son.
Yeah.
It's
He's
true.
not allowed to say any of that stuff
They're
out
adult,
of the house.
Adult words.
That's
And he's
how,
really not in the house either, but I want him to know what
Let
it
your
is.
son inside, for crying out loud. Let him sleep inside.
Yeah, I know. One of these
You
days.
should. You should.
One of these days.
When he cleans up his damn mouth.
When was the first time you said fuck in front of your parents?
my mom, actually, I said, fuck you. So
Holy
there's-
shit.
there's
So you just
fuck
went
in there.
straight to
Yeah.
the top.
I remember I was in the bathtub.
Go on.
And she
And my
opened-
uncle walked in.
she opened the door, and she said something. And I said, fuck you, really quick.
Jesus.
And you do not think she was going to hear you?
Yeah, and then I thought she wasn't going to hear me.
They hear everything.
And then she turned around, and I kind of tried to sink down.
Hold my breath?
And then she grounded me.
I remember, I was never sheltered by anything, which is good. I think that's a great way to parent, because my parents explained it all to me, and I learned it in the house rather than from learning it from somebody else's house. But I still never said the F word in front of my parents till I became an adult. But I could say all the other words.
All the other words.
and-
Crap sucks.
No.
Shit.
Like shit, ass, whatever. My mom tried to wash my mouth out with soap. and, the soap tasted delicious.
Yeah.
And I called my dad. I'm like, you motherfucker. And he was like, yeah, you goddamn right. It's your mother that I'm fucking. I was like, dude, Dad, that's disgusting.
She stuck the soap
And then he
right
put
up
the
his ass for
VHS
that.
in. No.
You have a dirty mouth. Right up that ass.
My dad didn't give me the sex talk. He more or less just told me about all the women he used to fuck.
He just
before
let
he
him
met my
watch his
mom.
porn. Me and your
That's-
mom made this, Kev. Enjoy.
I think that's like how kids should or adults should just do sex ed. Just like go on the computer and watch porn and learn that way.
Start at 80s porn, work your way up to the new stuff where they beat the shit out of each other.
I haven't seen that yet.
Just type in 2014 porn.
Okay, well, I'll
Dad,
do that.
I know you're listening.
I will
Don't.
do that. My kids have iPhones, and they talk to Siri. They think they're so funny. And in the back of the car last night, I heard...
Which, by the way, Siri's great as long as you're white.
Right, she understands you.
If you speak with a twang, she'll never understand what you're
Well,
saying.
one of my daughters says, Siri, you're a fart head. And she says, I don't see anything for fuckhead, but I can look it up. I'm like, no, don't look it up. Don't. My daughter
look it
looked.
up.
She was like, what did I do? She had a pretty surprised look on her face. She was like, oh, this isn't what I meant to do. Like, she could tell she knew she was in trouble, but
Hell yeah.
it wasn't really her fault. It was kind of... So I needed somehow, like, censor Siri or something, because I'm not always going to
can't
be in the
censor
front
Siri.
seat driving. You know?
Siri's a cunt. I don't like that lady at all.
No?
Nah.
Do you
Because she
use
always
her?
does that stuff. I don't know what it is, but I can look it up.
Do you
Like,
use
no,
her?
You shouldn't. No, not anymore.
Did you?
Yeah, when I first got an iPhone, I was like, sweet, dude, I can talk to a woman.
Right.
She has to talk back to me. This is great.
She's blown that whistle.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awful?
Yes, that'd be funny.
Hey, Siri, what's up? Just blowing a whistle.
You know something? I used to cuss a lot, but ever since I did comedy, I realized it's not funny on stage.
It
So
is with if you're using
like-
it for emphasis.
Yeah, it is. But when every other word is fucking shit and that,
Yeah,
it's not
it
funny.
ruins it. Right.
And so like the name of my book is Stop Cussing.
You have a book?
Yeah, I have like 5 books.
You let us
What?
talk for 25 minutes and you didn't say you have a book?
I'm sorry, I didn't. Know
What the fuck?
But I recorded my first set, and I drove my cousin home and we listened to it, and I was like, "Do you have any suggestions?" And he goes, "You say the F-bomb a lot." And at first I was like, "Isn't that the point?" But then I heard it, and I was like, "All right, I say it in places that it shouldn't
That's
be."
not
Right, not
And it's
necessary.
just like stupid.
Uh-huh.
So then I just like stopped cussing because I don't think it's.
Maybe
Okay,
when I
Okay,
grow
let's get back
up,
on this
I'll-
book thing.
Yeah.
5
I
books?
guess I should have bring it. I mean,
Yeah.
Nah,
inside,
promote the
it's
shit
in-
out of
it's
it,
in my-
dude.
No, well, I mean, it's my joke book. It's not a book I wrote.
Oh.
Never mind. I was like, you have a book?
Well, I mean, I actually did try and write a book because my friend came over with an idea, and she was like, "I want to write a book about things you think about saying but don't want to say."
Yeah.
So I have things like tell your wife she has an ugly vagina while getting pregnant. So, you know, stupid stuff.
Giving
like that.
birth.
Giving birth.
Yeah.
Not gi-
We
not
talked about
giving
that last
pregnant.
week, dude.
That's-
Yeah. We're like,
We did talk about that
Yeah.
last week.
and so, and then that like sort of turned into comedy.
Yeah. Oh, everything turns into comedy.
Essentially telling your wife she has an ugly vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
During
she'll laugh
birth
at
of your
that.
child.
She'll laugh really hard. You should try that.
Baby's coming out. Hey, listen, I know this probably isn't the best time, but your vagina's fucking gross down
You tell
here.
me how that goes. If
Or
you can
like-
still talk afterwards.
Switch the mayonnaise and put semen in it. 'Cause it's no, put semen and glue. Because if you think it's the same thing, kind of.
Again, let me know how that goes.
I will never eat glue.
Is this one of those weird lists? It's like 20 things that all men do that women don't know about.
Yeah.
Have you seen those lists?
Yeah, it's
I'm
No.
never
They're really-
surprised
they're
by
kinda
any of that
stupid.
shit.
Some of them I thought, no. Some of them I thought,
Yeah.
definitely.
There's some that are like, there's no way anyone's doing this. Not because it's like shocking, but because it's so pathetic.
And time consuming. That's what I
Yeah.
just think. Like, who has time for that?
Yeah, nah, I don't. All right, Justin, who were or who are your influences?
right now. My favorite comedian is Tom Segura.
Love that dude.
My
Nancy's seen him.
Yep.
my first comedian that I loved was Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know.
We're going to need 2 more.
Well,
Okay,
no, we don't need. Yeah, we. I
I like Louis C.K. And
Yeah, dude, he's great.
not Louis C.K., Louis Black.
He's
Louis
the
Black?
finger guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Louis Black, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think when you're watching comedians, you can always hear their influences in some of their delivery.
Yeah.
Or the way it's delivery, or the way they present something, or what they're talking about. There's an influence behind it.
Oh, yeah. And then with some comedians, you can just hear them and be like, oh, he's influenced by this.
Yeah, totally. I don't. When I see you, I've seen you a bunch of times at this point. I think you're just you, dude.
Well, you know what I think it is, actually? That you think that they're influenced by? It's not how they say it. It's kind of how they look, too, I feel like. Like, there are some comedians where I sort of see the comedian that they're influenced by
Okay.
in them because they sort of look just like that comedian. I don't know, can we say, like, names and stuff?
Say it.
I have
First
an
names,
example.
unless they're famous.
Okay, Charlie.
Okay.
You can tell who he's influenced by.
Which is?
Louis C.K. Because
You know that I...
just by... He kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
And he talks about
Have I seen this guy?
his kids and...
Okay.
I don't know. You can just tell
Yeah.
because he has the same delivery and...
So, after a show, Kingsley, he'll be on next week, but Kingsley was outside with this dude, and I thought it was Charlie. So I was like, Kingsley, great set. He was like, thanks, man. I look over and I'm like, Charlie, dude, you fucking killed it, man. That was so funny. He's like, I'm not Charlie. I didn't perform tonight. I was like, God damn it. You look just like him. And I've seen that guy perform too, so now it's just awkward. Like, because he knows I don't know who the fuck he is. It's so
But at least he
stupid.
said something nice.
Let me tell you, I hate Facebook because people, like comedians in Phoenix, they friend me just because I'm a comedian.
I did.
Yeah. Well,
No, not you. Someone else.
I just lost another friend.
Yeah.
There we go.
Unfriend.
like, I mean,
Unfriending is going to be awkward as hell.
Just because we're comedians. Like,
Yeah, it's the circuit, it's the network.
I get it if
Yeah.
we're in the same group, but like, I'm kind of like, even though we're both comedians, we don't really know each
Yeah.
other. So why are you friends?
And I didn't send you a request till I talked to you.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, like, see, some people that send me requests, they haven't even talked to me.
Yeah. But you do that. I mean, it's almost like a,
It's like advertising for yourself if you're a comedian.
no, it's not to other comedians, but it's more of a fraternity in that
Yeah, I
we're
get
in
that.
we're in this career that isn't like damn near any job. Okay, even musicians that go up on stage is different from being a comedian. You're going up and singing songs like I've never been a musician. I don't know musicians. So I'm speaking out of my ass, I think, with this. But I think as a musician, you've got your songs that you're doing and people like the songs or whatever, and you're hidden behind the music a little bit. A comedian just goes up and speaks into a microphone by themselves with their thoughts and ideas and what they think is funny.
No background music.
Well, not for the most part.
You have background music.
I don't know.
A
Maybe I'm
musician.
going to do that for my
Oh,
next
as a
set. I don't know.
musician, yeah.
Maybe a guitar riff. If you're having an off night
Yeah.
singing, maybe you can be like, oh, the drums are
But it's just a little different. So we're in this fraternity in which we know how it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like girls. You piss one off, you piss them all off. They all come together, and so it's kind of like that. If you piss
Yeah.
off one comedian,
word
it-
spreads, and then
word
yeah,
spread,
yeah.
and
bunch
like,
of little bitches.
it's kind of it's kind of like race.
Race.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
say
yeah.
whatever you want.
It's kind of like race. Like, if you piss off one black person,
You could say it loud.
if you piss off one black person, like if there's another black person like right by him,
They instantly hate you.
well, they're instantly gonna stick up for that black person
Yeah.
because
Is
of
that
race.
true?
Yeah, I would
for
think
the
so.
most part.
But comics, I've seen a million times where a million's probably an exaggeration, but I've seen it a lot of times where a comic's up on stage doing his thing and they're doing crowd work and somebody in the crowd gets pissed off and they go to beat the shit out of the comedian, or even after the show they go to fight the comedian. And it doesn't matter if you even know the comic or not. Every comic is there to help him out against the dude that got pissed off at some joke. I've seen it a bunch of times.
Okay, I can see that.
It's instantly,
Really?
yeah, comics just get each other's
Here
backs.
in Tucson, in Phoenix?
I've seen it everywhere. Yeah,
I've
everywhere.
never seen that.
Now, it's a little different now. So, all right, my thing was I did stand-up for a long time, and then I stopped for 7 years. And now I'm back in it again. So it's changed. We're in this era, and I was telling Justin this too, we're in this era right now where comics help each other out, and we're not against each other. Every single person's like, that guy was funny, I can't stand him because he tells these jokes and people laugh, and I should be the only one getting laughs. It's not like that anymore. It's like, dude, that guy's fucking hilarious. I want to be on a bill with him, and we should just tag each other's jokes, and we'll talk and help each other out. If I've got a set that or a show that I'm doing, and I can bring people on, I'm going to fucking call these guys I know that are hilarious. I'm not going to try and get guys on the show that aren't funny so that I outperform them. It's not like that anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good.
You agree?
I was gonna say something, and then I was gonna let you talk, and now you're done, and then I forgot what to say.
That's most conversations. I wait till he's done, and I'm like, shit, I forgot.
Nah, just butt in.
And then he goes, stop talking.
No, I do say that sometimes. I just say it a lot.
The first time it offended
I
me.
was,
Now
I
I
was
don't care.
gonna
Stop
say,
talking.
I was gonna say, like in comedy, even if you lose, you still laugh, which is one of the best feelings ever. And so,
You know what it's like, and this might be a weird analogy, but it's almost like golf. If you're a professional golfer, it's just you. Like, yeah, you're up against all these other guys, but it doesn't matter. It just depends on how you do, and that's how good you can be. In comedy, you're on, like, the showcase. There was, like, 13 comics that night, I think, that went up. There was a lot.
There was a lot, yeah.
And it was a great
I
show.
did laugh at something every single person had to say. Even if I didn't like one particular more than the other, there were still parts that I
But
laughed
we're
at.
all individuals doing this thing. So in the showcase, there's all these comics. I don't want these guys to do bad. I want every single one to kill it because people pay to come in and see these shows. So let them laugh, have a good old time because that's what it's supposed to do. And as an individual, I should just worry about my own shit. I'm not worried about what anybody else is doing.
That sounds like you.
Whether
I'm just kidding. Not really.
whether you're good or bad.
well, I mean, that's what comedians gotta do. They gotta worry about themselves.
Mhm.
They can't worry about what other people are saying.
Yeah, I get this habit where when I'm doing a show, I get there early and I sit and watch people, the audience, come in just to see who they are and get a feel for the audience. And then I'll check spots of the comedians that go in front of me and just kind of feel the crowd out. When really, it shouldn't matter. You should be sitting back, and when they call your name, you go up on stage and you do your bit and your set and you just kill it. And earn that crowd no matter what they're going in. Whether it's been a shitty crowd or a good crowd or whatever. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. One thing that's interesting about Kevin is that whenever he's on stage, he has dance moves.
Not all the time.
Usually. Well, the 2 times I've seen you. Kevin doesn't strike me as a dancer. Get him on stage and be bobbing around.
You know, it's funny.
Because you're happy up there.
Oh, it's the best time ever.
When I was a kid, I was like the shyest kid you'd ever meet. No one would ever think that I would get on stage and in front of people. And
Were
make
you
them laugh.
shyer than Nancy's daughter that you met?
No, I mean I would
no
talk
one
to
is.
people. I would talk to people.
Yeah, she doesn't. At all. That's okay. I don't want her to really
So then what
talk
brought
to
you out,
judgment.
man? What got you out of that show?
I just forced myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because of that?
I don't
Because you
know.
were shy and just said, I got to get past this, man. I got to...
Kind of.
Do
But
the
I don't
extreme.
remember. Like, there wasn't a time where I was like, I saw a comedian and I was like, that's what I want to do.
Really?
There was never that time. It was always, I think, a little bit, because I never made my friends laugh. I made certain people, I made easy laughs. You know?
Yeah.
I would insult my friends, and my friends would be like, that cheers me up. Even though you insulted me, that cheered me up. So to me, that was like I could take something negative
Okay.
and say it in a positive way, you know, and make people feel better. So I guess there were many moments of that, and then that, like, there's so many of those moments, and then I got on stage. There was one time I was down in Tucson at a hookah bar, and I was really in.
I'm sorry. I have shit going on in my body. It's gross. I'm burping, but it's like intestinal.
I was like really into character, and I was very sarcastic when I would talk to people, and I would try and make them laugh, and they would laugh, but I'd keep a straight face. Why are you laughing?
I think he smells like gin. Were you
I
drinking
do?
gin today?
No.
Who smells like alcohol?
I don't.
It's just coming out of you. That's okay.
All right.
Well, anyways, I was really in character, and I made them laugh, and I kept a straight face. Like, you know how Will Ferrell does and whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you were put on this earth to do something that involves comedy.
So what's your next move after this?
After this,
Not today.
What kind of
but
question
just,
is that?
No, I'm
I
just
mean-
saying, like, where do you want to go with your... What?
All right, there you go. You're working it. All right, you're getting that question flattened out. What do you want to do with this career in comedy? What's your next move in stand-up?
come out. Well, right now I don't really have a lot of bits. I need to get more.
All right.
I'm at the point. I'm still figuring out like my voice and being comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
Because I get that thing where I go on stage and I get nervous, so I talk really fast and I forget things. And during the showcase, I forgot some stuff, but I was very calm and I was in character again. Like, how many times did I laugh on stage? Did
I
I
don't
laugh?
remember, dude. Yeah, I don't remember.
But I was like, I don't know, I was in character. And I would stop, and I noticed someone was laughing. I was like, all right, dude, calm down. Like, something like that.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. That
And
set
so-
was so good, dude. It was hilarious.
You know what I loved? When that guy, he came on stage and he showed his tattoo on his belly button. And I made fun. I like those, when something comes up and you just think of something on the spot. And you can just throw it into your set.
Yeah. We always have a bit of the week on the show of just comics, like just introducing comedians to everybody. So we're introducing you to all our listeners.
All right.
So do a bit right now, make everybody laugh. Just
Right
kidding.
now?
That's like the worst intro ever.
I hate it when people go, make me laugh.
Oh, it's the worst.
Tell me something funny.
It's the worst.
Like a clownfish. Say something funny. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, well, we were talking about Vegas, so I'll do one about Vegas.
Love Vegas.
Yeah, my friends always ask me, what's your favorite thing about Vegas? And I go, the view, you know, because... And when I'm talking about the view, I'm talking about tight skins, tight clothes, belly button rings and stuff like that. And I love it because everyone dresses like they're hot. But the bad thing is, everyone dresses like they're hot. Like even the fat ones and stuff like that. But the number one thing that I love to do is to get my dick wet. Like, it's so easy to get your dick wet. It's almost a daily activity for me. I say almost because if I do it too much, my legs start to cramp and they hurt. I'm not addicted or anything, but I love to swim. And then going back to like the fat people and clothes that can't fit them. Like yoga pants. Like everyone in Vegas wears yoga pants. And like yoga pants have a weight limit, right? And I just like, so if I wore spandex and I had a boner, would you not look at that? Like people always are like, dude, don't look at me in yoga pants. Like how, what?
Keep going. That's up.
So, I'm trying to remember it because it's been a while
dude,
since
that's
I've done
so funny. If you had a boner in spandex, would I look at it?
Oh, I say a chick in yoga pants is like a hairy motherfucker on the beach. Because it's so... A fat chick in yoga pants is like...
Okay.
Because it's so disgusting, but you can't look away. You know, like, you know, he's got a hairy back, and you're like, that's so disgusting. And your friends are like, why the fuck are you still looking at it? And you're like, I have no idea. Dude, it's fascinating. You know, and then throughout the night, you're like, where is that guy? You're keeping tabs on him. And then, like, he starts talking to people, and you get jealous. Just, you know, you build a bond with him.
You're
But-
disgusting with your mind.
But when I see a fat chick in yoga pants, I think of a midget in a porno. Because at first you're like, oh shit, it's a midget in porno. I don't want to see that. And you turn it off. But then you're like, well, hold on, I haven't seen one. And then, so you play it for about 5 seconds, and you turn it off just to spark your curiosity. And then you start it like 10 minutes later, because throughout that 10 minutes you've been thinking of that 5-second clip over and over again. And that's sparking your curiosity even more. And so you turn it on, and you face reality, and you get into it. You know, go, dude, go. Get that step stool. So, yeah.
Oh, fuck. dude.
Midgets do well in the movie industry, so there's a
Yeah,
place for
you know,
everybody.
I looked it up because I'm fascinated
Took
by
it to the next level.
I'm fascinated by midgets, and I looked it up, and the number one places are like in California and stuff like that because of the movie industry. Because we need like
Elves.
midgets for elves, the Lollipop Crew.
Yep. I don't know why.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, we took a short break. We had to stop and look up what a midget porno actually entails. And let me tell you, it was worth it. So we're back.
Yeah, we saw Nancy's Daughters.
Not-
Your face went from happy to sad real quick. Your bit on midgets is so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, I liked it.
Don't you do one where like you said something about like you have to stop yourself from petting them?
Oh, did I tell you that? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Did I say that in the showcase?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I told you I forgot
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, so when I meet midgets, I have to stop myself from petting them. Because, you know, when they stand up, their, like, head is right at your petting level. And that's the number one thing when you meet a kid. You shake their head, or their, you know, you pet them. And so that's the number one
Do you do
thing.
birthday
I hope
parties?
you never meet my son.
Has that ever gone badly? Have you ever just like grabbed them?
I've meeten two my whole life. Meeting, is that...
Met?
It's a word
Are they,
here,
I wonder, were they nice or
I've
were
met-
they?
Well, no, actually,
Like,
okay,
thanks for being a fan?
I've seen two. I didn't meet
Oh.
them. I've seen two. Dude, they're like
You have
leprechauns.
this is a project.
Yeah, they're pretty
like
rare,
leprechauns.
dude.
Dude, shooting stars. I make a wish every time I see one. Because I know it's going to be a while until I see another one.
His favorite movie's The Elf.
Yeah. He asked him to sign his box of Lucky Charms.
You're always after me, Lucky Charms.
One time a midget came in to stand at Scottsdale. She works at Gilligan's or I don't know. She
Yeah.
works
No,
at a
you're
bar.
right. That's where it is. If they're working at a bar, that's the spot.
But she came in
And you
and
pet her.
I was so happy. But I didn't see her leave. Yeah,
Maybe she still could be there.
I thought she was a stool. I've been sitting on it the last 4 times I've been there.
But yeah, I was just, ever since this bit, I've been like just fascinated by midgets. Like, you know, there's a condition of midgets where some of them don't go through puberty. It's
No.
called like Turner syndrome or something.
I didn't know that. I don't know a lot about the little people, other than that they're shorter than me, which is rare.
November is like National Little People Month or something.
Good to know. Maybe we
November.
could get one as a guest.
We have February as Black History Month,
Yeah.
November as Midget
Yesterday
Month.
was Siblings Day.
Fuck that day.
Yeah, you forgot.
Your sister.
God,
what
you
the
dreaded
hell?
my feel
That's
like
right.
shit.
My sister. It's so
Oh,
Did
stupid.
she
Sister.
do
Yeah.
a picture of you?
No.
I did post
My
like
sister's
3
old.
different ones just to get my whole family.
My sister
in there.
turns 45 next month. You think she's fucking around on Facebook?
Well, you are.
I'm 33, dude. Of course I am. How else am I going to meet chicks?
Yeah, you didn't get tagged in your. That's sad.
No, sibling, you did. You said what's up to your sister?
Yeah.
I saw that
Yeah.
shit. Sister's hot, dude. How old is she?
So many of my friends say that. Like, I'll take my friends to my grandpa's, and I'll show a picture of my family, And they go, dude, your sister's hot. One time this girl broke up with her boyfriend.
Because of your sister?
No, not because of my sister. This girl broke up with her boyfriend. I went to college with this girl, and we started talking. And I said, she said, how do I look? Because there were pictures of her, like, not crying, but she was upset.
That's pictures?
Yeah. And I go,
It's a nice friend.
How many hours were these taken after the breakup? And she goes, 2. Do I look good? And she goes, I know your sister's like a model or something, but do I look good? And I'm like, you're fucking upset. Do you really want to?
And I'm not checking out my sister grading girls on what she looks like.
My sister's a 10.
Yeah. You're nothing like my sister. She's hot.
My sister does it best.
Gross.
I remember one time I was at my house and my friend saw a picture of my sister and was like, all right, Justin, I'm just going to put out there, your sister's hot. And I was there with my other friend too. And without skipping a beat, he said, yeah, what happened to you?
That sucks. I get that a lot too. My
I've never even met your sister. I don't say that
not
to
many
you.
people have. She's so much older than
And
me. She
people
doesn't
say
even
that
live
to
here.
you. What happened to you?
So, no, but there's pictures at my parents' house, obviously, and my sister. So when I was a kid, like, she moved out. She was 18. I was 5. Or no, I was 7. So when friends started actually coming over and had gone through puberty, she was like 30. And a friend of mine came over, saw a picture, was like, holy shit, your sister's hot, dude.
Is it her
Can I meet her?
her
And I'm like, yeah,
glamour shot?
good luck. She's fucking 30 years old. She's an attorney. She's going to fall for a 16-year-old piece of shit.
Hey, that happens. It happened again a couple days ago. It was on the news. Another high school teacher going to date the students.
Oh, God.
And
I think
they
I
were
saw that.
fucking talking about it on Facebook.
I wish that happened. I wish that was available to me when I was in school.
You would have taken
Except-
advantage.
We should use sex as motivation in school. For every A you get to fuck the teacher.
That's
I like
right.
that.
I feel
There you
like,
go.
Do you
Now-
know, like our education
They call me
system would
doctor.
go up through the roof.
No, I like that
Screw
now.
China.
When we were in school, and I can only speak for Nancy and I, because we went to the same school, the teachers were so ugly that if that were the case, I would fail every time. I would
Yeah.
make sure that I didn't get an A, so I didn't have to spend any more time with this disgusting teacher ever.
Every teacher when you were a kid was like 90.
Yeah,
Like the ugliest.
yeah.
you
It
know.
was their last semester before they died.
And now you have like 25-year-olds.
Yeah, the
Doing
people that
Yeah,
we
all
went to
my
school
kids'
with that are
teachers
now
are really
like,
young.
yeah,
They're younger than me. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever.
It's like, oh, parent-teacher conference is coming up. Yeah, that's why I had a kid. Can't wait to meet her.
They are. They're all young now. We had those old coffee smelling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were
teachers.
horrible.
They'd get in your face and try and help you. I'm like, no, I got it.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We had the worst. We just
I
had the
think
worst.
that-
They were so old.
They could like smoke back then in the classroom.
Yeah.
They'd be smoking, drinking coffee.
We had one in the high school we went to, the Spanish. We had one Spanish teacher that was good looking. Okay, the only reason she was good looking because she was the only one under 50 years old. So everyone was like, "Holy shit!" I don't even know her name. She was Miss. Oh my God, I would totally sleep with her. But it wasn't even a thing back then. Like no student ever slept
Yeah.
with a teacher.
Now it's a thing.
Yeah, but even then, it's like, nah, she's not good looking.
Well, kids-
but compared to what we see,
I'm like,
yeah,
what
I
is that?
guess.
What are the teachers thinking? That kid that's
Well,
in my
That's
fourth
why I wanted to get
English
into teaching,
class is just
so that I can start having
hot.
more sex.
I feel like they just want to feel young. They're like, all right, if I can
How
fuck
young they
someone,
are
it's-
young.
Maybe it's because the students
know.
like it's like flattering for the teacher to be liked by a student because typically kids don't really like teachers. Maybe I don't know. I'm
don't
reaching.
know.
I'm reaching.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
The
know.
whole age thing. It's weird.
It is real weird. It's really screwed up.
Why'd you get into teaching? Well, I really like having sex with
Yeah.
16-year-olds. And you know, I'm
Yeah.
not 16 anymore, and I don't have as good of luck meeting them.
Totally.
So if I'm
it's
in the
really hard to pick up
classroom-
girls in bars, so I figured check out the classrooms.
Yeah. They're always 16. They're always there, usually on time,
Yeah.
prepared.
I know
for
I'm going to
class.
see them at least 4 times a week,
Yep, maybe that is the
and they're
best.
forced to listen to me.
Yeah, that is the best
I
relationship.
don't know, man. I think it's crazy, and that's why I re-enlisted in high school.
Okay, is it as crazy as a 9-month-old? How'd the story start out?
9-month-old was arrested for attempted murder in Pakistan.
In Pakistan.
What?
Okay, here's the deal. I saw this headline, and that's exactly what it said. 9-month-old arrested for attempted murder in Pakistan. And when I saw it, I said, holy shit, I have got to learn more about this story. So I sent it to Nancy to read.
Send it to
Yeah,
Nancy.
because I don't read. So I'm super excited to hear more about it.
Okay, so I read the story to him. I'm just kidding.
No, this is my first time hearing
This is
it.
once upon a time.
Woo!
There was a 9-month-old baby in Pakistan. Okay, so the story is, it was the police came to this neighborhood to crack down because apparently there's an energy crisis, not just in California, in Pakistan as well. So this neighborhood, this community, was supposedly stealing energy, maybe electricity, kind of. So this group of police come to shut them down, and the community retaliated against the police. So they're just like scooping people up and arresting them. So they wanted this boy who was like maybe 8 or 9 threw a rock at a police officer, so they wanted to arrest him. Well, they can't find him because the family hid this boy. So instead, they took their 9-month-old baby into custody and arrested the 9-month-old baby on the other son's behalf.
So if the other son comes in, they'll be like, all right, you're going to have your baby back.
Maybe. But the baby had to be, bail was posted.
For a 9-month-old.
Right, they're going to have
Can't
to
he
arrest
just crawl
like
between the bars and get out?
babysitter. They're going to have to like recruit a nanny or something. Like, who's changing these babies' diapers and feeding it? It's 9 months old. Clearly, it didn't try and kill anyone.
No.
But now they literally just arrested themselves a project, essentially. So,
Pakistan. I'll never
Yeah.
understand them.
they didn't arrest the parents, so they have this baby in custody.
There's so many.
Still in custody?
I don't know, still, but what cop is like, I'm going to arrest a baby? That's work. Like, that's more work than you
Yeah,
already
right.
have.
It's just like that kid that sued her parents. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, she's dumb.
Yeah, like what lawyer would take that case and be like,
happened?
oh, I can win this case?
She sued her parents because they weren't making it easy enough for her to go to college. Is that?
Yeah, she wouldn't follow the rules in the house, so she left. And they're like, all right, well, if you're leaving, you're paying for college. And so she didn't agree with that, so she sued her parents.
For negligence. What a
Yeah,
Where
she
was that
did
at?
that.
Do you
New
guys know?
Jersey, I think.
Oh, well,
Probably.
there
Sounds
you
like
go.
California, but
Pakistan, New Jersey, same thing. It all looks the same.
But I feel like there are a lot of stupid.
Oh, yeah, it's awful
Problems.
right
and
now.
what
being
judge
made.
is like, yes, bring the 9-month baby up here, baby. Do you swear to tell the truth, only the truth, and therefore so help you God? I don't know. It's nap time.
Yeah. Ow, dude,
There's so much
the
wrong
world
with
is so
that
crazy.
story.
It is, and it's just getting worse. Like, I mean, Nancy's got kids. I have a son, and
That's what makes it worse.
Yeah, no, I feel like all right, when we were kids, I would wake up in the morning, I'd throw clothes on, I wouldn't even shower, doesn't surprise anybody, and I would just head out of the house and play
Just have
all
a
day
great
long.
day.
Wouldn't speak to my parents, which shows how much they love me, and I would come home when it got dark, and we'd have dinner. And that was it.
Sounds nice.
No questions asked, no nothing. Probably a little disappointed that I wasn't kidnapped, but
Yeah.
It's like leaving your keys in the car. Like, no one will take my son. Jesus.
yeah.
Come on.
I left a 6-pack in there. All they took was a 6-pack.
Parents are like, we're protecting kids too much.
Yeah, right?
Like, if you take a cell phone away, that's like abuse or something.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if your kid is like 300 pounds and he's 5, that's not considered child abuse. I think
That is
should
child
be-
abuse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is
There-
that a thing?
that's
Like, you can-
trending into child abuse.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think it should, because it's giving other kids a reason to bully your kid at school.
Not to mention the type 2 diabetes they'll
Yeah.
get because of being obese.
you know
you have
my
a
stance on bullying.
responsibility.
I think bullying, I don't know what the fuck
That's
is
because your
about.
son's not in real school yet.
It doesn't matter.
Let me know when you get to real school.
I don't-
And if your son gets bullied, we'll talk about this again.
All right. Because I may have a different stance on it, but
Yeah, you're going
bullying
to.
has been going on forever.
Yeah, and now they're doing something
So
about it.
why?
I think it's great. So my daughter will
It built
never have to
toughness in
talk.
kids.
That's kind of true, but I mean,
One of my kids is really, really shy. She doesn't talk. She has trouble in school making
Until
friends.
she warms up, because now, all right, she's warmed up to me, and she's totally normal, crazy, funny
That's
kid.
true.
but
That's
you
true.
don't bully her.
I do.
He does.
Okay, well, you don't like push her.
I do.
He does.
Okay, never mind.
But there's been a couple times throughout the year where I never thought I would intervene, but I did email the teacher and say, this kid's picking on my daughter.
Yeah, I'd agree with you because I can see myself doing that.
Yeah.
If my son came home and was like, this kid keeps picking on me every day, I'd be like, well, where's his fucking parents? I'm going to email everybody.
See, I did.
Because I'm tough behind a computer.
And then on the email to the teacher, I was like, don't tell who told you. Because I didn't want her to get picked on.
You send it from anonymous@hotmail.com.
Right, for her mom to stick up for her. So I was like, don't say who said anything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I guess. I'm just speaking from me personally. But yeah, I guess what happens to my son, I got to think of it differently, maybe.
You know what's weird? I don't think I've had a typical comedian's life. I've never been bullied or made fun of. I've never, like, been dirt shit poor. You know, I've never... Like, I like myself. You meet some comedians, you're like, oh, I hate myself. Go up there and complain about stuff. I don't do that.
What? I don't
like
either.
myself.
No, I'm the same with Justin, man. I never got made fun of or bullied or anything like that. I come from a really good family.
Hold on.
Just
I can
happier.
change that. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make fun of you.
So I don't consider me having a typical comedian's life, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I guess you meet people and they derive a lot of their comedy from horrible shit that's happened to them.
Maybe it's because I had a disability. I have a disability, so who wants to pick on a kid with a disability?
I do.
Oh, fuck you. I remember catching the ball in football one time, and this kid was like, let him run. Let him run.
What is it, your Make-A-Wish? Just let him run, score a touchdown. You're like, dude, I'm fine. I don't...
But bring the strippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You should totally do that.
What did you think of that? Did you want to let yourself run, or
You know,
do you want to be tackled?
When I was a kid, I didn't want people to know that I had MD. I kind of don't want people to know now. But, I mean, it's kind of for their sake and my sake, too. Because, like, if they don't know I have MD and they playfully punch me, you know, I might go flying.
Yeah.
Because I'm really weak. You're not flying. You just fall down. I
you...
did that once at a party. Well, I didn't. This guy punched me at a party, like playful punched me. I didn't do anything. Like I flinched a little.
Yeah.
Whatever. And my best friend was right next to me, and he's like, if you punch me again, I'll punch you. And so the kid punched me just to see what my friend would do. And my kid knocked him to the... Or not my kid.
Your friend?
My friend knocked him to the ground.
No shit.
So,
Do you introduce
Starting
yourself
off.
Justin Tietjen, MD?
no.
You
Medical
should.
doctor.
Yeah, you totally should. You're like, oh my god, he's a doctor. Hello. At least to the ladies.
You know what I figured out? I'm in between disabilities. Like if you put me with people with mental disabilities, I'm gonna be smarter than them.
Yeah, you're the
I'm
Harvard.
gonna be like the role model that they look up to. But if you put me with normal people, I'm the shitty one. They can't, like, I run really slow. I can't lift up stuff. And so...
Good thing you're an adult.
I'm
We
like-
don't do that shit anymore.
I'm like the shitty one, last in line that no one wants. But if you put me in the back with the kids with the disabilities,
Yeah.
I'm the one that
You're
people
the Hall of
probably
Famer.
get. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in between.
Well, if it was between you two and my dodgeball team, I don't know that I'd pick.
You'd probably take Justin.
Probably, yeah.
I don't blame you. I'd be exhausted just getting to the place.
You guys are both
Actually, I wouldn't
probably
even probably
equal in
show up.
strength, and he's probably pretty bright. So, and you'd wear that outfit.
No, I
So
wouldn't.
you can't come.
Basketball shorts.
Oh,
and
you have a
t-shirt.
completely different outfit for dodgeball.
No, it's
Do you have a
basketball
hat?
shorts and a t-shirt, maybe. Whatever. My
love
disability
Kevin's
is
outfit.
lazy. I'm LD. Lazy
But he's
disability.
used it to his advantage. So it's kind of a superpower at this point. Nancy, I can't read this. Read it for me.
No, I don't
I'm like,
read.
all right, fine.
Yeah, I
Poor
don't
guy.
I got a gift card to Barnes & Noble for $50. I just re-gifted it to somebody. What am I going to
Gave
do
it
with
to
that?
me.
I didn't know.
At this point, I feel like I'm enabling you.
Nah.
Read this to me.
You're not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're not enabling. If it's not
Sometimes
you,
I have
it's
to stop
somebody else.
myself. I'm like, no, you read that your damn self.
Never going to happen.
This is your cereal box. You read it.
Oh, nah. Well, you're in a good career to fucking just be yourself, man.
Oh, you're good
And
at it,
reap
too,
the benefits.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You having fun with it?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
When I come out with a joke that I like, see, the midget joke is good because I like it. because when I see a midget, I get excited and cheer up.
Yeah.
So I have
I
energy
truly believe
behind
you
that
love
joke.
midgets.
But other jokes that I do, sometimes I don't have enthusiasm because I don't believe they're as funny.
Yeah.
So I don't put all my energy into them.
Okay.
Like, it's hard for me to try and make something funny. You know? Like the midget one, I know it's funny.
Yeah. All right.
But I have jokes where people are like, yeah, you weren't
Do you know the Aristocrats?
enthused. Is that with like the cat with Oliver?
No, that's Aristocats.
You know that.
The Aristocrats is like the first ever joke that comics tell, and not one is the same. It's always totally different, and it's a creative way to. It's supposed to be as disgusting as you can make it. So there's a movie on it, but you start off with they're having a talent show, and this family, husband, wife, and son and daughter go in to do the talent show, and then you just start your joke from there. Like they walk on stage, and then you make it as disgusting, as repulsive, and weird as you can. And then at the very end, the talent scouts say, "What's that? What is that?" And then the whole punchline is, "We're the Aristocrats." It's like, what do you call that? We're the Aristocrats. And that's it. But the whole time in between, you're like, the dad...
You just make up random shit.
Yeah. So the dad takes the wife's vagina and rips it over her face, and the son crawls in and to go back into the womb. No, that's what the whole thing is. Everybody's got a whole different way that they do it.
Okay. I've never heard of this.
But
Neither have I.
Now I'm
for
curious.
me, the process of it is, it's not trying to necessarily repulse the person. You don't laugh from it. It's not funny, really. But it's to open your mind and take it in these directions that you never really could take it before with your other jokes that you're coming up with or premises that you're coming up with. So when you do this, you're opening your mind up to all these different angles and areas that you can take it. And it's a technique or a practice that you can really use that just gets you thinking in ways that you normally don't.
Well, speaking of techniques that you don't use, just kidding. You did Topic Tuesday. I like that. I think that's a good exercise. I don't know. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
You
no,
always
that's
do
a good.
good.
That's for me. I mean,
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Topic
Tuesday. How do you do it?
I just go on Twitter and Facebook and I say it's Topic Tuesday. Give me a topic and I'll make a joke out of it.
Some people just put a word in, any
Yeah.
word, and he does a joke.
And it doesn't matter what it is.
I always
mean,
like reading everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
you know.
you literally people put like what did fucking
Mango chutney.
yeah Courtney. I don't even know what that is. Courtney wrote on
salsa.
my thing mango chutney. I don't know what that is. I had to make a joke out of it. So.
Exactly.
And it's got to be the second I read it. It can't be like, okay, I read it, now I'm going to take my time and write a joke. It's got to be like, I look at it, I see what they've written for the topic, and boom, write a joke on it. It's not funny a lot of times, but it gets me thinking quick into random topics that I wouldn't come up with on my own. It's just a weird thing I do every Tuesday.
I like it. I like reading everybody's jokes. Well, your jokes
Yeah,
for
my
everybody.
jokes, they're topics. They're all so stupid and weird. Try and get stumped with it.
Mine
But
is good.
but it's fun. It's just a fun little exercise I do. Whatever.
It's the only exercise you do.
It's the only exercising I do.
Just kidding.
Oh, you don't do it for this? You just do it on your Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter and Facebook. I just do it for my comedy. I mean, it just
Oh.
gets my mind thinking.
See, I like making my joke and expanding it to the whole 5 minutes.
So you do like
So-
a bit. I mean, it's like you're not a quick hitter. You go into a story
Like
and then
I-
hit punchlines in between.
I am sometimes, like when I'm with my friends, but not when I'm with random people. Because I don't know how they're going to react.
Yeah.
Because I have a disability, so I'm afraid, if I piss someone off, they could just fucking kick my ass. You know?
Jesus Christ.
Never been in a fight.
Like,
I piss people off
it's
all the
probably not
time.
gonna happen, but like, it's always in the back of my mind. Like, you could.
You know what you need to carry? A taser. Maybe a weapon. I don't know.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm just saying, like, if he's worried about getting beat up, like, carry something.
All right.
I carry a taser.
With comedy, with stand-up, it's all about confidence. I shouldn't say it's all about confidence. A lot of it is confidence. So no matter what you say up there, if you don't believe in what you're saying, and it could be the funniest shit ever, if you don't believe it, everyone sees right through you when it's not as funny.
Yeah.
They either won't laugh or they might chuckle a little, and in their head they're like, God damn it, I wish you would have said this, because it would be way funnier. If you've got the confidence on there, you could say bullshit that's not that funny, and they'll believe in it and at least laugh a little bit if it's not funny at all. It's all about confidence up there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to believe in what you're talking about.
You have to say your joke like it's the best joke you've ever heard.
Yeah. How do we get Nancy on stage? She wants to do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I've got some good stuff I've finished
Okay,
up.
how do we
I
get
finished
you on
my
stage?
whole thing, so
And
I
then-
want to show it to you first.
Watch it. You're going to go on stage and no one's going to laugh.
Nope.
It's not true.
No, they won't.
People laugh when I
Because
go
you'll
on
go
stage.
you'll go to an open mic and it's all comics, and nobody.
Well,
Gives a
it
shit.
depends. I think the best one to go to is Monkey Pants for your first time.
Monkey Pants, where's
No,
that at?
not Monkey Pants. I'm sorry, Copper Blues.
Where's that? Oh,
Copper Blues?
Is that in
'Cause
Phoenix?
It's 3
Yeah.
minutes, which I think is the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's only been dead maybe once. But maybe that was, I don't know, it's always a
One of those
little-
Monday nights.
Yeah, Monday nights. At 7, no, like 8:45.
Okay.
But you gotta get there early because there's a list and it's only for like 12 comedians.
Okay.
So it's first come, first serve. So I get there at like 6,
Holy shit.
6:30.
You're there all night. You're just waiting for your turn,
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hang out. It's fun though.
Sounds fun.
It is fun.
Looks fun. All right.
I used to hate hanging out with comedians.
Why? They're funny.
Now, because it's different now. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. Everybody hated each other. So it's
Huh.
like, why do I want to hang out with this dude that has to be on all the time and can't be yourself?
see
Now
what
it's
you
totally
mean.
different. Now I have a blast hanging out with comics. So, because it's different. Everybody's fun now. Relax.
You know, that's interesting
Yeah,
you say that.
I am.
Sometimes when I hang out with people
I
that
agree.
maybe
I'm a
I
rare
don't know
breed.
really well, or people that are really, really boring, I feel like I have to like liven up the party, and it's exhausting sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to do this, but I hate being stuck with people that are just like, you know?
I'm with that with people with disabilities. Like whenever me and my best friend we play ping pong, and we always talk shit, like talk trash, and that since I cheered him up, he cheers me up. Like
It's like 69.
That cheers everyone
Sorry,
up.
I don't. What the
That
fuck,
always
dude?
cheers everyone up.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like
It's like when you have to like entertain people. I always feel like if there's boring people around, I can entertain them, so I do. And then I'm exhausted. I'm just like, somebody else be exciting, please. I'm just
And
saying.
then you just walk away from the mirror.
Sometimes. Sometimes I see it through. Everybody gets 69 in the mirror.
What a fun
Have I gone
household.
too far?
All right. So that's weird just coming from Nancy. I don't know. We would be remiss if we didn't mention in the past week, John Panette passed away. Super funny comedian who self-deprecating was like his specialty, and he did it in a way that most people don't. That it wasn't just saying, hey, I'm fat and I'm a piece of shit. It was, I don't know. I just literally go back and listen to his stuff that you can find everywhere, because Panette was hilarious. So it's super sad that he was taken too soon. And then another comedian that got taken too late, Mickey Rooney, I thought was dead.
So did I. When I read that, I was like, oh, shit.
No offense. I literally thought he was dead like 5 years ago. And he
He's
just died
83.
same day. So, yeah,
83.
that was it?
Yeah.
I swear I thought.
I thought he was
well-
already dead, too.
I don't know. Laughter is the best medicine. It's probably why they live so long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Panette died at 50.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he was
Well,
touring, I
eating-
think, too.
eating
Yeah,
got
no,
him.
and I
He was,
read the whole
overweight.
article, and it was like there was no.
did he have diabetes?
Oh, wait, he like
Because Patrice had diabetes.
Yeah, Patrice.
they
passed
didn't
away.
do like an autopsy or anything like that. Like they just he had medical conditions, and they were like, okay.
Yeah. Now, his stuff, I highly recommend listening to his stuff, or I think he's got a special on Netflix that you can go see. So if you search for John Panette, do it, because it's hilarious.
I'm gonna do it.
It's really, really funny. And you can watch it with your kids, because he's a clean comedian, just talks about food and stuff.
Oh, good. Okay.
We'll watch it tonight with the kids.
Okay.
So, let's see, what else? Stuff for this weekend. Good friend of mine, Tempe Improv. Go see that. Dov Davidoff is in town.
Wait, no, I thought that was next week. Is that
Yeah,
this week?
no, this comes out Sunday, so we do it.
Oh, God. I always forget that.
Yeah. So Dov Davidoff is at the Improv. When the show comes out Sunday, it'll be that coming weekend. Fuck, who else is everywhere? Stay with me. But just go see Dov, because he's fucking hilarious, and he's a buddy of mine. Owen Benjamin is at Stand Up Live. He's hilarious. And Joe Matarese is at Stand Up Scottsdale. That dude's really funny. I will be at Stand Up Scottsdale Friday the 18th, 7:30 show in the side room, so go see that, and then pop in and see Joe Matarese at the same time. Justin, where can everybody see you?
Stand Up Scottsdale.
When?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Where else? Because you're all over the city.
Copper Blues sometimes.
Copper Blues, Monkey Pants.
Nah, I haven't done. I have a thing with book shows. I don't think I'm at that level for book shows yet.
Okay, you should
so
be.
I don't.
You fucking should be. Next show that I'm on, I'm gonna fucking put you on it. And then I'll try and get you on the 18th show if you want.
What show is it?
Stand Up Scottsdale.
Whoa.
It's a side room show. The headliner that night, his name's Zoltan Kazis. I've never heard of him, but I guess he's really funny. He won the Seattle International Comedy Festival last year. So, I don't know.
He sounds funny.
Yeah,
His name
hilarious.
is great.
Oh, so we have Phoenix comedy is awesome right now in that there's lots of places to do it and the clubs are dope. So we got Stand Up Live, A Club, Tempe Improv, A Club, Stand Up Scottsdale has been getting crazy headliners lately. Laugh Factory is getting put in on Scottsdale and Shea, which is close to where we live. But it's a Laugh Factory. That was my home club in California. Like that, I can't fucking wait. And then
There's
north
another
of
one.
that, yeah, up in Desert Ridge is Rick Bronson's club, which will be in the summer, which is going to be a huge A club. So
Cool.
literally insane, man. Phoenix is growing so
Yeah, that'll
big
be awesome.
with stand
That's
up.
close.
There's open mics popping up everywhere.
Everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere. So you guys listen and you're like, God, I just want to try it. I want to see what I can do. Fucking go everywhere. Find it. Get your ass out there and be
go
funny.
everywhere. You know
Go
that.
everywhere.
Go to a laundromat and just do stand up.
Do you really know Dove?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's Dove, not Dove.
Dove, whatever.
Anything else? Can people find you? Twitter, Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter at Swervis, SWURVICE.
It's like service, service.
Yeah, my friend
Took
called
me a
love it.
minute.
My friend called me that, and I was like, it's kind of cool.
Dude, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Find me at Kevin_Elliott. And Nancy doesn't do anything with that shit.
I
You can
can't.
find her, but she won't
I
ever talk to
forgot
you.
my password. I don't even know.
You can get. There are so many passwords that you have to remember.
I know. That's what
It's
I can't.
ridiculous,
Every time I go
yeah.
on to something, Pinterest, whatever the fuck, it's like, do you want us to re-email you your password? And I start this whole process over again. I hate it all. I don't participate.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
It's a lot of fun. All right, you guys, check out all the comedy coming up this next week. Tune in next week for another episode of Appropriately Inappropriate. Justin, thank you so much for coming. You're
Yeah,
fucking
thank you.
hilarious.
Thanks for
And
having me.
everybody needs to go out and see you because your stand-up is awesome. It's up and coming, dude. You're on the right track. And everybody follow this guy and his career because he's going to be seriously funny. I've never steered you wrong, ever, have I?
No. And if you
That's
see a midget, pet his head.
Well, how would you, if you steered your audience wrong? It's not like we tell you.
They might.
do.
They write
You
in.
do?
Well, they would.
They will. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
See ya.
This has been another great presentation by the 4-Eyed Radio Network. You can find more information at 4eyedradio.com.